Hey guys, April here, and I want to talk a little bit about self-coaching. So this is going to be the first in a three-part series of how to build your own race season calendar. And that's going to go all the way into training plans. But first, today, we're going to talk about the master race calendar. I personally love having a giant wall calendar to write all of my race dates down on. I love that because it keeps my race dates in a huge visible place. I walk through here, this is my office, every day, and I can see these dates as well as other important dates that I may have coming up in plain sight. This helps a ton with maintaining my focus and also my motivation. Secondly, writing out all of your dates early on in the season prevents conflicting dates, and it also kind of gives you this healthy dose of reality when it comes to what you can accomplish given each week, each month, and even the entire year, this time frame. So as you start seeing this calendar fill in, you start realizing, I might have to give something up to make it to this particular race or this particular event. Or, holy crap, it's selfish of me maybe to try to input this race along with maybe some wedding or birthday or life event that could be important. Third reason I love having my giant wall calendar is because as the season progresses, new kind of shiny, exciting races just pop up out of nowhere. When you have the calendar, it prevents you from overdoing it, in my opinion. Developing a training plan to highlight the races that made it onto this master calendar, I don't want to derail all of that training and the races that are important to me. I don't want them to go poorly. It gives me a reason to say no, and I don't have any anxiety about saying no. I don't feel guilty. I might still go and support my friends or hang out with the people that I love to see at races, but I might not compete. I've painted a beautiful picture as to why I like my giant wall calendar and why you should at least keep some sort of calendar yourself. But how do you go about prioritizing these races and filling in a calendar when there's so many race dates, there's so many potential events, there's so many awesome things going on? How do you choose? So first off, I'll put in a link. I like to print off just a scrap junk calendar. This is like freecalendars.com. And the first thing I go through and do on this is I fill in my personal dates, anniversaries, birthdays, holidays, and family trips that I have to do, like you're obligated to. And then I start filling in all of my wish races. So open up your computer, sit down with your paper calendar, and start writing in the little notes alongside what races you wish you could go to, which ones are your bucket list, what do you want to do. Write this in pencil and erase the ones that just don't make the cut. Now, with those race dates, you're going to assign each race an A, B, or C ranking. So your A races are those races you want to do really, really well at. They're amazing, bucket list, super big, awesome races you want to perform your absolute best at. Ideally, you're going to have 1 to 2 of those in a year, or if you have a series of races locally that you're going for a title in, you might have 4 to 6 A races. That's not the end of the world, and it is doable depending on the timing of those races, but you're not going to have very many B and C races if you expect to perform well at those A races. So if you have multiple A races, you're going to need to erase a lot of the B and C ranked events. Now, if you have 1 to 2 A races only, now you can have a healthier level of B races where you're not going to be looking to do as well as an A race, but you still want to perform well. And then those C races, they're fun, they're cool, but they are train through races. We're not going to peak. We're not going to taper and peak for those. So we're not going to slow down any of our training for our A and B races in order to participate in that C race. And alternatively, what if you don't have any A race this year? That's fine. You could fill your whole damn calendar with B and C races. That would be super fun. Better fitness, better endurance, and a healthier lifestyle? Absolutely nothing wrong with that. The other thing I really like to do on the giant wall calendar and also on my paper calendar is I like to mark any potential travel dates. So before I go into a race, if I know I have to drive on that Friday, or if you have to get in a plane and fly to an event on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, and then which day would you be flying home? That could impact a race that's happening on the next weekend if you had multiple B races, or if you were trying to hold your peak between 2 weekends for like 2 A races that are back to back. All of that is really, really important data to put in your rough draft calendar. And then once those dates are solid, making sure that you put those in the big giant master calendar. That's it for the calendar. So I'm going to turn around and edit and fill in some of my dates. So we'll see how this goes. Stay tuned for the following 2 videos about building the plan and what style training we're doing. Comment below if you have any questions and I will be sure to answer. So let me know if this helps at all, and I'll see you next time.